Is there a chance the New England Patriots and Mike Vrabel is done with Stefon Diggs' services? What do we think?
Already?
Was Stefon Diggs an important piece or an important piece to the Patriots' success, and they can't afford to let him walk? Was he that important to the New England Patriots?
I mean, they gave him a lot of money. He there to stay. He there to stay, man. He not going nowhere. I mean, the worst before the season even happened, where he was on a boat court with the drugs or whatever, and like he was able to stick through the whole season and actually be productive this season. He definitely staying.
Well, yeah, I mean that is a shout out to the type of coach he has in Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel has his players' backs, and one little incident that isn't violating any rules to the point where something has to be done. Mike Vrabel is going to have his players back. You know, that's the type of coach he is. You know, as well as player.
I forgot about the charges. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he got all types of stuff going on.
I forgot about that.
But Stefon Diggs definitely helped lead this team to the championship. There is no doubt about it. In every which way that a player can help their team, Stefon Diggs showed that. He wasn't the typical Stefon Diggs he was for the Minnesota Vikings, as well as these other teams, the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? But did he do enough to convince Mike Vrabel to retain his services for another season? Yes, he was the leading receiver on the New England Patriots, and the leading. He had the most receptions as well. You know what I mean? And like you said, Stefon Diggs is under contract. I think he has 2 more seasons under this contract. However, that doesn't necessarily mean he can't or won't be released from the team before the start of next season. You know?
I definitely forgot about it. I ain't put the Chargers in the play. When I was saying my statement, it's still like it didn't come out exactly what he did. I mean, they put everything on hold until the season was over. So it might be something different. Depends on what comes out over the summer. So
right. But hey, man, I don't know. You never know what can happen. You never know, man. Right now, if my memory serves me correctly, Stefon Diggs is one of the highest paid players on offense, if not the highest paid player on offense. He's scheduled to earn $20 million in 2026, like you said. Is that a lot of money for a wide receiver in the NFL? It's kind of average. It's not a huge amount of money that takes away the cap or being able to pay other players. So it's not that much of a big deal. You know what I mean? And the Patriots don't have to worry about a significant cap hit with this $20 million salary in 2026. Their cap hit is only $26.5 million in 2026. Will the Patriots move on from Stefon Diggs? Big question heading in the offseason for the New England Patriots. May says wide receiver has a lot left in the tank. Stefon Diggs played a key role in the New England Patriots' run to the Super Bowl 60. But even with the veteran wide receiver becoming the first Patriots wideout since Julian Edelman in 2019 to record more than 1,000 yards receiving in a single season, Diggs could be a potential cap casualty this offseason if the New England Patriots want to further augment its roster. While Diggs signed a 3-year deal with the New England Patriots in March of 2025, his $20.6 million base salary in 2026 isn't fully guaranteed. If New England cuts Diggs before June 1st, they would save $16.8 million per over the cap. If they designate Diggs as a post-June 1st release, they would save $20.8 million in cap space by spreading $9.7 million deal cap bit across both 2026 and 2027. Unless they opt out of the contract, when asked if he expects to be back in Foxborough in 2026, Diggs replied, "I anticipate being here. I hope so. Love my guys. Head of a year playing with them, man. We built some real family-like bonds, so I hope so. I don't control it." While Diggs thrived in the first season in Foxborough, he will turn 33 years of age in November. and created a few distractions during the 2025 season with his legal issues. That is never good. Diggs has a court date set for Friday, which is tomorrow. The Pro Bowl wide receiver is facing charges of assault and strangulation over an alleged incident with a woman who worked as his personal chef. He has denied these allegations with the Patriots. The Patriots are voicing their support for him. Will the New England Patriots bring back Stefon Diggs with all this baggage behind him? Now, remember, he hasn't been charged criminally, if I'm correct. No, he has been charged criminally. Has he ever been booked, arrested? We haven't seen any footage of him ever being booked and arrested. Have we? Y'all talk to me, Jack. I never seen. So this is a criminal trial, not a civil trial. But we never seen Stefon Diggs get arrested. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember what transpired. You know what I mean? But anyway, Stefon Diggs being a New England Patriots next season is very important to Drake May. But the key word that they said in that article is Stefon Diggs will be 33 years of age. 33 years of age for a wide receiver in the NFL is hella old. It's extremely old.
Mm-hmm.
And Stefon Diggs coming off an ACL injury, he did exceptional. He showed the maturity. He showed he know how to put the work in. He stayed focused on the rehab. And from my knowledge, after one season of playing a full season on that repaired ACL, now your real strength of the ACL and your leg and knee comes back together. So he could go out there and have a hell of a season. But the problem with bringing back Stefon Diggs at $20 million and a 26 million cap number, they have to resign Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez is about to be the highest paid player on the New England Patriots team until Drake May contract is due to expire. So with that being said, yes, Stefon Diggs can be a cap casualty if the New England Patriots decide to give Christian Gonzalez the money he deserves this offseason. Where do they make up the extra money from?
Yeah, speaking of Christian Gonzalez, we ain't talk about that. We ain't talk about a Super Bowl play. He was excellent in the Super Bowl, man. He's making some big time plays. That's a bright spot of the Patriots. If you had to take one thing away from the Patriots, bright side, it was Christian Gonzalez in the Super Bowl.
That's why we're talking about him being the highest paid player on the team, because what he did in that Super Bowl, what he did with that Super Bowl, I would call it exceptional, right? But y'all know my philosophy. We got to get the football. And he had his hands on the football. Yes, he made some great plays. He showed some great athleticism, ball skills, and all of that good stuff. But I critique for perfection. I critique for the entire play to be completed. You understand? On the deep pass, I feel like he could have put himself in a better position where he didn't have to make the one-handed breakup and probably could have intercepted the football. Yes, Shaheed is extremely fast and probably ate up his cushion before he was expecting him to. But yeah, that's my critique on the other pass. And then it was another pass where it kind of went right through his hands. It was kind of a bang bang play. He could have made the play. Definitely, the New England Patriots could have used a turnover from the defense to uplift the team, get some momentum going, to get the offense some good field position. But yeah, defense did play well, man. But like I said, Christian Gonzalez's contract is up, or he's due to a new contract. I think he plays one more season under this his rookie deal, right? So it's time for him to get a contract extension, and he's probably going to make somewhere between $35-40 million per season, and that may make Stefon Diggs be the odd man out. And this is how they think of it as a business, the general manager and the head coach. We can let Stefon Diggs go and replace him in the draft. We get a player, a dependable wide receiver in the second round, third round, or even the fourth round. But there are a lot of players out there that could fill his shoes by running these intermediate routes. We just need a tough guy, someone that, understands how to do the intermediate route thing, Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, what helps Stefon Diggs as well? Mr. Kraft. Mr. Kraft, Belichick kept Mr. Kraft under the shell for a while. And Mr. Kraft loves this new culture for the New England Patriots, And ever since Belichick's departure, we have seen two different people. We have seen a different Belichick when he left New England, and now we see a different Mr. Kraft now that Belichick is gone from the New England Patriots. Mm-hmm. He's opening up, and he's probably doing and being the owner to his players that he always wanted to be. When Belichick was there, he kept the environment uptight and boring. It was boring while he was the coach. He didn't want us to have fun. I guess he thought that was the formula to winning. Us not having any fun or enjoying ourselves. Now you see Mr. Kraft befriending rappers. First it was always the heavy metal or the punk rock and the country music. Those were his friends. You understand? Now he has Meek Mill everywhere. It seemed like everywhere Mr. Kraft go, I see Meek Mill. And now Cardi B, Cardi B is on the team. She brought a lot of exposure and brand recognition to the New England Patriots. How can you not love this type of attention if you're an owner and an entrepreneur? Mm-hmm. How couldn't you? But yeah, man, that culture that Vrabel is building in New England, man, has never been done before, never been seen. We love it. Stefon Diggs, I'm with you, brother. With all the baby mama issues and the legal issues he's going through as well, man.
We'll find out a lot.
A couple more years, secure,
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot tomorrow, man. It depends what happen at court tomorrow. So, hopefully everything goes right. They ain't really happen what they say happened, and he can continue to move on in a positive way.
I did see something that was a little shaking my head. Have you shaking my head? I just saw a report today that he hired a new attorney at the last minute, right before court tomorrow, and that's usually not a good thing. Of course, a new attorney has to get caught up and understand the ins and outs of the case, how to fight the case, how to plead, all type of scenarios that could go down. But I don't know if he can go in and ask for a continuance, continue the trial, delay it, whatever, you know what I mean? Right. But if he has to serve an extension for any of these alleged incidents, man, it's going to be hard to keep Stefon Diggs around. But Mike Vrabel, man, in the day, man, he's going to fight for his players. He's just not going to give up on players like that. So he will have a talk with Mr. Kraft, as well as Joe Wolf, the general manager, and they will make a decision,